Hey, we don't want to blow the intro with our words. The intro is strictly for small talk. It's not supposed to mean anything. It's supposed to like come to a head at some point, you know. It's supposed to like really merge into some kind of like great peak of hilarity.
Yeah. My internet failing is not doesn't give me much to work with.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. Speaking of internet, what's the deal with internet service providers? Talk about lack,
going
more
hard
like
on
internet
ISPs.
lack, more like lack of service
Yeah.
providers.
Oh, get them. Or like internet dick providers. Okay.
I don't understand what that meant.
Why does it feel like the light right now is just making me all red? Is my face red?
You are redder than normal. You know, usually we get pale matte, but this is nice. This is red matte.
I'll tell you why. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
For the first time in many months.
Yeah.
Your boy's got some drink in him. Let's go!
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. A happy hour indeed.
Let's have a show about it. What's up, dude? I just feel so free. Like I can finally be myself. You know, it's been stifled by the man.
Got some loose vibes.
My
going.
addictive personalities.
So walk us through. Walk us through. I know a little bit, but walk us through how what transpired. Obviously, this was not you woke up and you're like, today's the day. You didn't circle the calendar. Like it was a big, you know, like a big planning, like an American Pie setup where you and a bunch of friends plan to lose your temporary sobriety, and you're like, oh man, and have a pact. So it wasn't anything like that, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess ultimately, you know, to start out with it, I was like, I gotta cut back or just not drink as much, and I'm not very happy, and it probably doesn't help. Health stuff, you know, whatever. Just, you know, drinking a lot isn't good for you in general. Everybody knows that. So I felt good. I think in the last 5+ months, good things had happened in my life due to not drinking. So I was like, let's fucking throw that down the drain. Let's get rid of all the things I've been doing. You know?
So I said, fuck that.
I just got a gym membership this week, and I was like, you're a fucking loser to get rid of that. Well, you're not gonna go to the P-Fit. They don't need your money. Sponsored, #ad, by the way.
Okay.
Go to P-Fit, use promo code purple shirts, and I feel good, honestly. I think because I was thinking next week we're gonna have a team building for department managers at Wegmans. That's gonna involve wine tasting, wine drinking, like for 3 hours. And I was like, God damn, that's gonna be the thing, isn't it? And I was basically going through the thoughts of like, do I want to do it? Am I ready? Do I feel like I want to do it? I don't think it was ever going to be a thing for me where I was going to go not drink for the rest of my life. But I think I wanted to choose my spots a little more diligently, be, you know, a little more purposeful, and, you know, save my kidneys a little bit. And then today, the boss man was like, hey, I'm working some mornings now. He's like, hey, we're going to go to quote unquote team building today. And I was like, okay. What? It's like, yeah.
You're like, what, like trust falls and shit?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm going to buy. And I was like, well, here goes nothing. Let me give it a go and just see how it is. And in a way, I think the thought of like, I think I was getting myself stressed about next week and this wine tasting of, do I do it? Do I not? Like, what's the scale? Does it matter? Like, am I like building it up too much to be something that it is or it isn't? And I guess I wanted to take away the strength of it in a way, you know, to make it seem like it's a big deal.
Right. I get that.
But I don't know. So my first drink, It's guess. Take a guess.
I was just gonna say what was her name? Okay. Is it a beer?
No.
Okay.
Fuck no, baby.
Is it a mixed drink?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No. Mixed with
what?
ice.
Oh, okay. So is a liquor on ice?
Yeah. Shirley Temple, dude. I am fucked up. I am buzzing. Right.
So it's just one liquor on ice?
It is, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say just liquor on ice. I got to go. It's a brown liquor.
That's what she said. Mm-hmm.
That's what the Eskimo said. The Eskimo one night stand said. Just liquor on ice. So, all right, a brown liquor. I'm going to say you went bourbon.
Yep.
Maker's Mark.
Nah, good choice. Bullet. I was always a Bullet guy.
Okay.
If they would have Bullet Rye, I would have went that. So my thought was, thinking the before times, you know, when I used to drink. I don't drink anymore, by the way. Today doesn't count. Next Friday won't count. When I drink now, it never counts.
Gotcha.
But
interesting. That always means that you're doing it right.
Plus,
you just keep excusing it.
Yeah. Plus, since it doesn't count anymore, it's great. It's guilt free. That's really good.
That's the girl that doesn't have sex, but she blows everybody.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count. Doesn't count. I'm not a whore.
Doesn't count if it's between the cheeks.
All right.
I was like, what my boss was buying. So he was like, he got a wine. Another guy, like the produce manager, got a beer. And I'm with some high level folks right here. Let me tell you, I'm standing between earthquake and typhoon, the natural disasters, and I'm in it. I'm in
You're Harvey Whippleman
in these tight, basically. Yeah. What a deep cut for, what a great cut for people that know. But I was like, yeah, and my thought was like, if I'm gonna drink, I don't want to do just beer, or like my drink before was vodka because it was just clear and I would drink a lot of it. I was like, let me just get one.
Like strategies, I guess. Yeah.
Well, like I miss if I'm gonna drink, I want to make it worth it now. I want to make it count. So I was like, I miss like bourbon. Bourbon tastes. I like the taste of it. I like the heat of it. If I'm gonna do it, let's do it. So we did it. I did it all by myself, and my boss paid for it. I think my boss is enabling me. I gotta tell you something. This is bad. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Everything's great. I'm off the wagon. On the wagon. I don't know how it works.
I don't know. Yeah, I've never even seen a wagon.
It's weird how much alcohol really tastes like alcohol when you haven't had it in like over 5 months. It's very burny.
Like packs that extra punch. Yeah. Like of the
it tasted great.
Pungent.
Mm-hmm. But
that's good. Yeah, for liquor on ice, like you say with bourbon, that's going to just reinforce the pumping of the brakes, right? That's going to reinforce the sip it, enjoy it, and not take the plunge that you may have been more inclined to do 6 months ago.
Basically, yeah, I nursed it for like an hour, basically, or however long it was. So, the ice melted it down. Tastes good.
Oh yeah,
and I feel good that I kind of took away the. It's got it done. Ripped off the Band-Aid. And now I'm going to need some gauze. Because this boy is about to drown. Let's go. Let's get it going. Let's get...
I think you mixed like multiple analogies and none of that really lined up. But you tried and it sounded okay.
So here's your role as my friend now, if you accept this.
Okay.
Maybe from each podcast in the near future, just check in. Be like, hey, are you good? You good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I got to make sure. Because you know what's easy? Drinking.
It is. Like anyone will serve it to you. You even have your boss forcing you into it. I mean, the local establishment's literally the same building, right? You just kind of hop around the block.
Yeah. He basically put bullet bourbon into my water.
Right.
Like today when I was looking the other way.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
So I'd say write up a lawsuit, like draft the complaint. Don't file it against your workplace yet, but have that one in your back pocket for when it's appropriate. When things start going downhill, happen to bring up how your boss is a drunk who also forced you into drinking, knowing that you had not been drinking.
The good thing, I mean, it's silly. I mean, I already said it, but it feels good. And like, I think that's the way it's supposed to feel, you know, when you have some drink in you, is it's supposed to feel good. And like, it's supposed to like, you know, whereas before it felt like I was just drinking, you know, it didn't feel like,
so
I didn't like maybe have the pleasure of the drug, where it was just like, instead it was just.
My buddy Bob told me once a long time ago, and I think he heard it from someone else. I don't think he created it, but nonetheless, he said, you don't drink to feel better. You drink to feel even better. So it's, you don't, drinking isn't going to make you go from bad to good. You're not going to go from feeling bad to feeling good, but it will help go from feeling good to feeling great. So yeah, you can't drink to feel better. You drink to feel even better.
Yeah. And I would say like, it's good too, because I don't usually say things like this. It's fucking lame, but I'm pretty proud of myself. I gotta say, like, the last like several months. I mean, I think the pod honestly was helpful in this, and kind of like instigating some change, and even maybe partly responsible. I mean, turning 40 and you know, having that freak out helped too. When I turned 40, but just wanting to be in a better place and like generate happiness for myself instead of like getting it from an exterior like source like alcohol. Because now I feel like I've kind of like engineered a lot of happiness for myself in the last several months that I'm really pumped about. And it just comes from a different place, having a drink with your boss or whatever, than it does having drinks at home alone because you're sad. Those are, you know what, those are, you're not gonna believe me, those are different things. Those are two different things.
I don't follow, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like I want to do it again. I mean, I will next Friday for our wine tasting thing, but it's nice to know I haven't thought about it really. I mean, until like I learned of this wine tasting thing, I was thinking about it and if I wanted to do it, but I don't think about it anymore. But I mean, I would like to have it. I would like it to be a part of my life in a way, in terms of like the social aspects. And you know, it's great. It's great to like, yeah, I love that. Make yourself feel better, or what is it? What is it?
It was, better. You don't drink to feel better. You drink to feel even better.
Even better, yeah. So I think, you know, stick to it when it's with people, and when I feel good. Yeah, I think I've gotten a better sense of myself in the last several months in terms of like when I actually feel happy and when I don't, and what contributes to it and what doesn't. Yeah, we'll see. You know, we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where that is. So
that's good, man.
We'll continue developments. Also, yeah, join the gym this week. Back at the PFIT.
The gym is a fickle place.
Yeah.
Working out is so it's obviously handy if you want to do cardio, especially during the winter and you don't want to be running outside and stuff like that. That's an obvious easy go to for the gym. My problem is I'd like to do less cardio and do weight training, but I have no fucking clue what I'm doing in a gym. And if you try Googling it to come up with like your own plan, I don't know that I'm doing stuff right. I certainly do not feel comfortable asking a stranger or anything. And no, I don't want to pay someone $100 to show me how to do something when it realistically just isn't worth that cost. So I'm like, I want to have an idea of like, I almost want to find a workout buddy for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, have them teach me everything they know, go diligently with them so that I can leave them behind and do shit myself.
Yeah, dude. Just a one and done. Hey, let's get some pumps in. Then I'm out of here. What's your gym again?
I go to Edge Fitness.
Okay. That sounds a lot more involved. See, the good thing about Planet Fitness is there's no stakes. It's meant to be a judgment-free zone. We know that. And when I go there, there's usually a lot of old people. So I did start with I just do the dumbbells. I mean, I just go to a spot and do basic lifting, a lot of elliptical.
I just love that. I do the dumbbells. I'm like, and which
dumbbells.
movement
This is how you do
is
dumbbells,
this?
Like a
fucking hand bike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can be intimidated too by it, in a way, but at least a lot of it's machines and stuff like that, and a lot of it is older people. So I did the elliptical, which I love. You ever try? Are you even an elliptical guy at all? Do you mess with that?
Yeah. I'd rather do an elliptical. To be honest with you, I'd rather do elliptical than a treadmill.
Have you done the elliptical backwards?
Yeah, it's really tiring, and it's
so
is
hard.
Tough
I
on
did
your
it this week.
calves.
Yeah. I was like, I'll do elliptical for like 30 minutes. I'll do 15 minutes forward and 15 minutes backwards.
I know you won't.
I was like,
we're like 25 forward, 5 back, and 5 backwards is probably going to be split up amongst 2 different sessions.
I ended up doing 10 backwards, which was a real hard.
Yeah,
like I didn't realize your legs have so many muscles that you don't know about because you walk forward most of the day. Science fact.
Most of the day. Yeah.
yeah.
Most of the day you're walking forward.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
Then I like the dumbbell, just getting a bench thing. And I'll try to like keep pushing. Maybe get to some bench presses, stuff like that. A lot of little dicks though. I've seen a lot of little dicks this week. Old man dicks in the locker room.
Yeah. Oh,
I wasn't ready for that. Yeah. It's like, you can turn around and face the locker. I don't know why you got to turn around and face the room.
Like it's not, see, that's the thing people don't understand. And ladies, listen up. This is what we're dealing with, is that it's not that they're not shy to get changed in front of someone. It's the older gentleman at some point in your life, right? You stop being courteous. It's not a fear thing. It's courtesy. Like to just get changed in a timely fashion and facing the lockers. No, you don't need the 2-minute break to like stretch and talk to the person you don't know across the way while you're completely nude facing the world. Like, it's just so weird. Why are older gentlemen so compelled to just be so naked only around guys they don't know?
And like, yeah, it's almost like this one dude was being coy about it. Like he had his towel, like he was almost sort of trying to cover his little dick. But it's like, just turn around. That's all you got to do.
Right.
And of course I couldn't stop looking at it. I was like, who has the audacity to just have just a little sparrow poking out beneath their gut? Just like, just making a little home. I was like, I wanted to toss a little bit of straw out there. I was like, here, are you building a nest? Why is this like so evident that this is here? I don't understand why you're doing this. And why is it's hiding. It's hiding. It's going away.
Yeah. If I want to see that shit, I'll clean my gutters. But like, I don't want to fucking like, it's just, I don't get it. There's no sense of urgency. And while you're changing in public, there needs to be a sense of urgency, not for anything else other than other dudes don't want to see your dick on accident, on purpose, anywhere. Like nothing. No one wants to see another dude naked unless there is sexual things involved. And even gay guys,
sexual, yeah.
Even gay guys, I got to assume, don't want to see all these weird uninvited dicks flopping about or peeking their heads out of the bushes, as you had said, the Homer Simpson gif crap. And yeah, like just stop. It's not a sexual thing. It's just like why are we doing this?
I think the only defense against face forward dicks, I'm going to start changing facing the locker, and I'm going to reach my toes. I'm going to be the pioneer
you're gonna go
of Planet Fitness butthole. Yeah.
You're going to be the butthole guy? Do you want to?
Yeah.
I'm not getting changed. Why? The butthole guy's in there.
Yeah.
But what I want you to do is constantly drop things.
Yeah.
I want you to be less known as the butthole guy, but more this like Butterfingers guy.
Yeah. Hey, I'll do this too. Hey, I dropped my lock. Can you pick it up for me? Like, no, you're naked. It's like, all right. So it's either way. You get to choose. You either you got to pick up my lock, or you got to look at my butthole. It's one or the other.
You can do it, or I can.
Pick your poison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. We solved the gym.
Did we? I think we made it worse, but instead of how do we battle dicks? Well, you put buttholes in the equation.
And I swear,
fire with fire.
This was very terrible timing. So when I finished a workout, I was like packing up my bag, and this old dude walks in, looks at me, and the lights go out, and I was like, "Oh fuck, he's gonna take me. He's gonna have me. He's gonna have his way with me in my butthole." And then it came back on. The power went out. Like it had a flicker for like 4 seconds.
When it came back on, when it came back on, was he suddenly naked? Like he came in fully clothed, and all of a sudden it took 4 seconds, and he was naked.
That's the fastest thing he's ever done in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that was bad timing, huh? For one of us. But you can shower there if you want to. You can shower. You can poop.
I've showered at I've never showered at this gym, but I have showered at gyms before. When I was years ago, I would go to the gym before work, and I would shower at the gym, of course, instead of driving back home. So I'd be the guy bringing my duffel bag, go to the gym in gym clothes, but then bring my work clothes in my bag, shower, and then get dressed for work and go right to work. I've done that before.
Sensible.
Yeah. If I work out after work, no, I'll drive home sweaty and I'll shower in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah. Something about I forgot about when you're working out that sometimes you almost take 2 showers a day. I'm like, this is too much for me. This is the hardest part of being fit is showering twice a day sometimes. Like, this isn't for me. This is for the birds. I can't do this. Look at this. Look how many, do I got to order more clothes on the internet? I'm sweating through everything.
I'm doing double clothes on these days. What's happening?
I'll tell you. Yeah. The cost of working out is brutal.
It's true. It's those hidden costs they don't tell you about. Like all the shirts you're going to destroy by being a sweaty beast.
Hey, I guess I should finish. We got a couple big things. You know what? Let's have an agenda. Welcome to episode 36 of Strangely Familiar, the show about becoming friends again. I know we have, I'm
Jeff. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm Matt. Did I say that? I don't remember because I'm a drunk. Yeah.
Doesn't count.
I wanted to fulfill the story about vagueness. We also have a t-shirt idea, maybe a few. Did we participate in hobbies this week? Are we going to learn about that? Is that a yes nod?
We're gonna talk about t-shirts.
All right. Well, the long and short of this vagueness story is that I was just trying to buy weed, but this is the period before I lost the car. So it was when my ex-girlfriend left, but went back with her family in Texas. So I still had the car. So I would go buy weed. I don't know how I met this kid, but he was like an Iranian kid. I honestly, I had no idea how I knew who he was. I don't even remember. I think it was like through a friend of a friend, but I had to drive like 25 minutes north to a Best Buy. And that was the first text, like, hey, meet me in the parking lot of the Best Buy at this mall. And I was like, perfect. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Oh, for weed? Anything. I'll do anything for you, random stranger. So I met, and he was like, yeah, I'd park somewhere. I'd be like, yeah, I'm in this whatever, like Toyota Prius thing. I walk over to just some guy walking in my car, and then he'd just come in the car. Get into the car. And 65. But then he was like, it was weird because he was like, he wanted to make it social. So I was like, yeah, what do you do? And I was like, oh, we don't have to do this. But it was, and after like 4 or 5 of these, eventually I was like, hey, just come over to my house. I was like, cool. All right. And it was like in the hill country, like where all the rich people live. And I was like, how does this dude live? So it was literally pulled up to a mansion. Mm-hmm. And I was like, where do I go? How do I get in here? And he lets me in. Like his parents aren't home, but it turned out his dad's like a dentist. He's loaded. And I went to his wing of the mansion where he was hanging out. So into his like lobby or foyer living room area where he had his TV. Yeah, he was just loaded and he was selling drugs. And that's the first and best look I ever got of like what the Texas Hill Country is for really rich folk. It's first time first time, not the last time was in a Texas mansion. I was like, wow, this is very spacious. So this is what 12 bedrooms is. And whenever you hear those, like, I just won the lottery, I'm going to get 12 bedrooms, 11 and a half baths. It's never equal. I don't know why it's always one's more than the other. I don't understand why that is.
Yeah.
More shits, less shits. I don't understand. But I was like, wow, this is really cool. That TV, what is that? Plasma? It was in the era of that. I was like, wow, is that a plasma TV? Those are forever. Xbox 360? Holy shit. Wow, things are going really well for you.
Yeah. What is it? HD DVD?
Yeah. And then I lost the car and never met this kid again. But it was one of my favorite drives because it was literally through the hill country. It was when I used to be able to drive stoned. And then I just couldn't because of my anxieties. Those are the days. Those are the simpler days of just enjoying that. But I hope he's doing well. I hope he went into dentistry.
Less and dealing drugs or like stopping the drugs?
Yeah, the drug game's just old hat. It's like there's no illegal drug game anymore. Like you got to sell out to the man to sell drugs now. You got to be part of the state institution. You got to get all these forms. It's way less fun.
Not as much of an outlaw perception.
I always, like, when there was the big push for that, like 10 years ago, it was like, well, it's medicinal. It'll cure cancer. And it's like, well, probably not. Let's not. Hey, can we not do that? Like, why don't we just, whoever wants it, just say it's not illegal because it doesn't have to be illegal. Just say it'll be like booze or whatever. Like, stop trying to sell it as like a taxable medicinal thing because then it's going to become a taxable thing. And that's how it all got approved. And now that it's all taxable, people are like, hey, too many taxes on weed. This costs too much. And I was like, yeah, this is always going to happen.
Yeah, you
fought the wrong fight. Yeah.
Right. You wanted it decriminalized. That's what you were going for. Not legalized, decriminalized.
But it was always, that something about meeting somebody in a parking lot. It was just outside of a Best Buy, too. Remember those Best Buys?
I still like a good
Remember getting gift cards for Best Buy? That was like the best gift for like 8 years.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that was the key gift. Video games, TVs, whatever. But now things last too well. Like I want like a bigger and better TV, but my TVs are all working, so I can't have them yet. And I have like a sound bar and subwoofer that's lasted me over 10 years and it still produces really good sound. So I can't get anything there either. Like I want to need to go to a Best Buy, but I don't.
Yeah. I mean, I used to, get a $50 gift card from the uncle. Be like, what do I want? Do I want some CDs? Do I want an Avenged Sevenfold CD? Do I want Lord of the Rings extended cut? Like, wow. Times are great. All the best things are out right now. I can't decide. Yep. Both these things I want forever, and I want them in disc form and I'm going to carry them with me everywhere I go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't have them right now.
Nope.
Has anybody made more of a profit as a business over things that probably got thrown away than Best Buy?
That's just electronics, man. Like electronics.
Yeah, Apple, I'd say Apple, I guess, it's like their whole business
model. Apple has destroyed the concept of being like, this is the greatest fucking thing ever. Next year, that's trash. You don't want that. You want this.
Yeah.
Literally every year, they're like, hey, dummy, it's time for a new one. And you go, okay. Only 1,500 this time? Oh, yay. Suck it to me.
All right. Your choice. Jeffy's choice.
Yeah.
T-shirts or 3 words?
Well, go with the 3 words. I'll go with rap.
All right. Rap, trap, crap from Pistachio Kid. Smashio.
Smashio. All right.
You're going with rap?
So, yeah. Ooh, so back in college, I remember a memorable night when my friends and I decided to host a rap battle in our dorm room. We had a lot of decent guys that were passionate about hip hop music, and this was our way of combining our love with it with a little bit of friendly competition. So we invited a pretty diverse group of students, different people, and everyone brought their own unique style. People with their own flow came to the battle. And we had beats blasting from a makeshift speaker setup. The energy in the room was electric. So as the night went on,
the vibes were immaculate.
incredible talent and some creativity. And one of the most surprising moments was when our quiet and reserved roommate, Mark, stepped up to the mic, and none of us had any idea that he had like a hidden talent for rapping. So he unleashed a lyrical storm that essentially left us all in awe, rhyming effortlessly about like college life, late night study sessions, and cafeteria food. That night, basically our dorm room transformed into a hub of artistic expression and camaraderie, and we laughed.
Dude, are you reading this?
And even had some impromptu dance battles in between the rap performances. It was a testament to the power of music to bring people together.
Wait, what's going
and break
on?
down
What is happening?
All while creating lasting memories of our college years.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck just happened? I don't know why it took me so long to fucking figure that out.
So
what is that?
A few days ago, I went to ChatGPT and put create an anecdote about rap music in college. Dude. The cue was create an anecdote about rap music in college, and that's what it put out. And I'm like, I'm just gonna read this on.
Dude, that was good. I was man, Mark too. I was like, dude, who's Mark? I was like, it's great because it's always in my head. I was thinking, I was like, it's always the quiet kid, you know. So like, the kid doesn't say shit, and then I was like, wait, expression, like you don't say that. Those aren't words you say.
In the midst of reading this, I'm like, should I pause? Like, should I not give exactly what it gives me, or should I just go for it? Because I'm like, it's going to expose it too. So I went for it.
Holy shit. Oh, great idea. Great way to just pull everything together there.
That's called a callback.
Yeah, it was. Dude, I like that. I want to use that in regular life now. Like, I mean, I know because we already talked about it. We should, but just a regular question. Like, anecdote about, yeah. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. I was like, wow. You had me. You had me until the expression and space and all the philosophical like musings about having a rap battle in a college dorm.
That's like, why I wanted to say like it was an anecdote, because the problem is that's more reading like a term paper, like, or an article. And that's where I'm like, see, you lose it. I'm like, that's the AI part not doing it right. That's not an anecdote.
Dude, that was gold. I love it. That was good. Man, I can't really come up with a rap. I mean, I appreciate it as an art form more than I did. I mean, I think I definitely grew up. I think in high school or whatever, younger is the time when, you know, you're really into your music, whatever, punk music or hard music. It's like rap's stupid. Because I don't like rap. It's stupid. And because it wasn't part of who I was. And I come to appreciate it more. I would say, like, especially as a live music fan, it's hard to find, not hard. I guess I rarely went to like a hip hop or rap concert that like blew me away until like eventually I found some good ones in Austin. And I would say a lot of times, because a lot of times they're just the same, like in a way. Like, I don't mean the music, but it's just the vibe is very similar. Probably one of the most fun ones I went to that somebody I hated growing up, I thought I did, was Eminem. And I saw him at ACL one year and it just blew me away. I was like, for probably one of the best live rap hip hop performances I've ever seen. And then eventually, you know, I mean, he did because he did like Rap God Live, I think. And I was like, how do you even do that? Like, just I mean, whatever. I'm not going to start. Don't even. But then around Austin, there was some good, especially like some fusion stuff, some like multi-genre hip hop stuff that was really good, that I appreciated. So I came to appreciate it more over time. But I guess it can be said with any genre of music. There's a lot of bad, whatever genres of music. But just the mic quality's got to be good. The sound system's got to be good. Like if the sound's got to work overtime for you, I'm not into it. You know.
I think for rap, there's a lot of the elements of music that need to work for me. So I do like a lot of rap and hip hop, but I am selective in that I need to hear your voice as an instrument, and like I have to appreciate actually what you're doing.
Because it's poetry. It's like lyricism.
I love the right samples. The right samples can be huge for me. So like, you know, that's why I think one of like first hip hop I got into probably going to college with like my buddies Vic and Ed, were probably my two earliest closest friends that were way more hip hop and rap, that I became friends with. And like, you know, they were big Notorious B.I.G. and Nas fans. And so
Nas,
I liked a lot of samplings in there and stuff like that. Eminem definitely, like probably when I love the Marshall Mathers LP now, but I think probably the Eminem show got me into Eminem. So there was a lot there. And then like you say, it's tough because yeah, admittedly so, I don't really listen to anything remotely current. I'm more deep dive into stuff that I missed growing up. And one I listened, it was like 5 years ago, I first listened to, I'm like, I'm going to listen to NWA Straight Outta Compton front to back. And I'm like, oh, I get why this must have been really popular in like 89 or what year it came out. I'm like, this is an incredible album. Like, and the song Express Yourself is so good. And I'm like, wow, it's baby Dr. Dre. I'm like, this isn't like, this is so crazy. And so, yeah, it's hip hop and rap is definitely something that I do respect. Like you said, when we were growing up, neither one of us listened to it. Our friends didn't really listen to it. So it just is what it is. And it's like, our brains probably couldn't wrap our heads around too many genres of music, because you're still trying to find out what you like in general that's not on the radio.
Yeah, because if you were into something, you couldn't. You had to exclude other things in a way. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's like, I'm so into this that I can't be into this.
It wasn't okay. Like college is where,
because there was the TRL battles, remember?
Huh?
TRL battles were huge. It was like, no, we got to get Korn on there because we can't have the Backstreet Boys on there, Eminem, because it's like our music's got to be on TRL. Mm-hmm. It's really weird.
Yeah, honestly, it's like Korn is mashed between Britney Spears and like NSYNC, and you're like, what is happening?
Even though Korn wasn't my favorite band, in a way they represented like the like heavy
the
music.
Anti-pop.
It's like, yeah, we gotta vote for Limp Bizkit.
Right? Do we? I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, well, we always gravitated towards, because remember, even TRL, I mean, even Metallica still was pushing through on MTV pretty hard in the 90s. But yeah, I mean, I also got into finding out that like a bridge for me at the same time early in college is my freshman year, a guy introduced me, gave me Sean Paul's first album. And that's when I really started getting into reggaeton. And
You got into reggaeton?
Hell yeah, dude. Reggae fusion is awesome, man. Like, talk about like just having sick dance beats. Like, some of the best rhythm beats are out there in reggaeton. And like, there's no bouts about it. Like, when I'm listening to Jamaican lyricists, I'm like, I need liner notes. I do not understand what you're saying unless I'm reading it, and then I can kind of piece it together. But their music is so good. Like, reggaeton music is so great. And you know, I ended up finding bands that played similar beats and stuff like that. But you know, yeah, you find out a lot more the more you go on. But it's a hard discipline, is to always keep yourself looking for new stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, not just putting on the same shit over and over that you love.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to like get into later, but like even the stuff that was around, cause I had a moment of like early to mid 90s hip hop with like Warren G, and I remember my friend Matt down the block, another Matt, like his family was all into it. So it was like, yeah, the Warren G's, Snoop Dogg, Regulator, all that. And then I think later on I got into some of the stuff I missed, like Tribe Called Quest and like Nas, like Wu-Tang, like that. I mean, maybe I just like 90s music. That's why I just like whatever's 90s I still like, no matter what genre.
That's fair.
Like, because you're right, I don't have like, I'm not like up to date on a lot of it. But what's really, I love me some live music rap though. Like somebody's got a band and that's cool. But even like vibey stuff, like soulful hip hop or rap, I mean, whatever. If you're talented, you're talented. If you got
Yeah.
some words, you got some words. But some if I had to put down something I would probably never try, it would be rap. I don't think I could ever do it. My buddy Brett does. Like he's got the more like the Chili Peppers vibe, or like the I forgot, like kind of like the jam bandy type thing where he'll like do a chorus, then do like like almost like a 311. Sorry Brett if you're listening. I don't want to mean to sound like a 311's awesome. I love 311. Yeah. But it's like that vibe of like the in between, the interstitial like rap stuff, and it's like it's really good. Like he would do that. We get stoned and he would just improv stuff of like people walking down the street. Actually, I love that. That was like one of my favorite things. When we first started living together, he would just play the guitar and we'd be stoned and he would like watch people walk down the street and rap about them, like narrate what was going on. It was so good.
Did they hear it?
So good at it.
Would they hear it? Would they hear it?
No,
like
no. But it would just be for him and me. That's it.
Okay.
I'd be dying. Yeah, it'd be great. And always like he throws this in there. I'm sitting here with my friend Matt. There's always that. He's always got to recognize me. So I appreciate that.
Nothing like better being than
you gotta
being
set the
called
scene.
out
Gotta
in a
set the
song.
scene.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. A song that nobody else has heard. Trap. You want to talk about trap music?
No, I don't.
I don't either. I don't understand it.
I played Mousetrap as a kid. Trying to think if I know anything by Trap.
What was the last time you set up Mousetrap?
Ooh, probably 20 plus years ago. When was the last time I played Mousetrap? Not applicable. I don't think I know what Mousetrap.
Nobody knows how to play Mousetrap. Yeah.
You just tried setting up the thing to see if you could get it to complete, which you can't.
Yeah, 1 out of 10 times it would work. You always had to flick something.
Yeah,
like that man wouldn't jump into the pool. Yeah.
Yep. I can get this metal ball into the bathtub, but that's about where the fun stops.
Yeah, if I have, you know what? I'll share it. Hey, you guys, Strange Fam, I'll share it on my socials. I have a video where it came into half price books. I ran the board game section, so I would like buy the board games, and a full Mousetrap came in one day, so I set it all up to see if it would work, and we got it to work once, and I was able to film it digitally. But it worked. Now I was like, okay, now what do you do with this? Just what are these cheese pieces? This is I don't know what you do with these.
Meanwhile, this week I actually did successfully play both Risk and Monopoly and Scrabble on my PlayStation.
Incomplete.
Oh, that's the beauty of it, man.
Oh, on your PlayStation.
On my PlayStation. I got the Hasbro Family Fun Pack, and so I can be a real cool person and play those types of board games by myself against AI, and I can expedite it. So I got through a game of Risk against 4 computer players, and I was done in like an hour and a half. Yeah, it's something to be proud of, right?
See?
I know.
That's a hobby. Dude, I've gotten way into, mentioned it last episode, crosswords. I'm in. I do the LA Times one, or try to every day. Sometimes I swear, like, do some crosswords just seem like they are written in British English, like they're written in the UK, because some of the clues and the words, and I'm like, we don't use these words. I know they're real words, but nobody uses these, and these clues are terrible.
That's the tough part of it, is that there is an element of, like, difficulty isn't just the words, it's the shit clue writing, which is more frustrating. Like, when you get the answer, it should be, oh, I didn't really know that word or something. But like when it's obscure and you're like, that's not fair, that you're not wording it right. And also, I'm a big proponent of your crossword is shit if it's multiple words and it doesn't tell you how many words it is in the clue. It's not fair if you're going to have multiple words and it doesn't advise you that it's multiple words.
Or it's got an underline and then the rest of the phrase, but it's one underline. It should be multiple underlines if it's multiple words.
Also true.
Yes, let's go.
Yep.
Fuck crosswords.
I love crosswords.
I've been enjoying
literally
them a
20-second discussion. Fuck crosswords.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying them though. And they are. You're right. They're the clue.
All the crosswords, and I despise every single one.
Maybe we'll just dude, make a crossword. New hobby. Speaking of hobbies, we are t-shirt designers now.
Yeah, evidently.
Are we? We talked about it last week. Did you write down a list of ideas for it?
A list of 2.
Take me through your process. Yeah, what
it's tough because the biggest concept I think you have to consider in the world of t-shirt making, which obviously I thought long and hard about t-shirt making. Did it fucking delete?
Right.
Oh no, I wrote it down manually. That's right. 1 second. But the process you have to think of is like, does it need a graphic, or can it just be plain text? We obviously see both. We see graphic tees. We see plain text. I like, if you know, you knows, or like, I feel that.
Like, you want to reach out to the people that are part of this niche, whatever.
Yes, 100%. I feel like a t-shirt should communicate like a brotherhood, like a solidarity. Like, there is nothing like, okay, like it's hyperbole, but there's nothing better than like wearing a band t-shirt or any type of t-shirt and someone giving you props for it. There isn't.
It does feel good.
That's a high from a stranger's that you can't, like, it's free, it's sudden, but you're just like, that made my day.
It's a weird amount of feel good for not much effort,
That's correct.
Like, yeah.
So that's a consideration. And then if it's just going to be text, the part is like, well, there can be too wordy. So that's the problem too, is if it's text, can the observer who's seeing you in passing more often than not, the more words there are, it has to be that much better of a shirt. Like, the more brief it is, you're going to have better return. So it's almost like a ha per word. There's like a ratio that you need to make sure of. So like, the longer it is, the better idea it has to be, because it can't be long and meh, because then it's not a good shirt. If it's short, mehs go a lot further, and you get bonus points because it didn't take a lot of investment by the reader.
It's concise and clever, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
So no, I didn't think about it much. But yeah, no, this hounds me. Like this.
Dude. So we have some t-shirts. I mean, I made one. I have some ideas too, and you got a couple. I'm going to tell you, in conceiving of these t-shirt ideas, one I did a full design on, like a digital graphic design.
Wow, I did not do that. I'm more of an idea guy.
Okay. Well, what were your do you want to go through ideas? Do you want to, I mean, like, I was thinking of the same. I was thinking of my ideas were like, do I want to take off something that already exists? Like, I think it'd be fun, like whatever, like my other shirt is a gun t-shirt. Like, it says things about guns. Or do I want to make like a gun shirt that's all bedazzled and said,
fabulous firearms.
Yeah, guns are for the fabulous. Guns are fabulous. Yeah, that'd be something like that.
Oh,
just kind of like neuter, like the pro gun,
but really, like you said, neuter pro
guns are fabulous. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we should do that anyway.
That actually is really good. I
was trying to think of stuff off of like our the pod. Like, I could come up with like KPC, like an athletic club shirt, like the kayak peeing club. That'd just be merch for our show.
That's good.
I thought it'd be funny to do like like a words one where it's like first base kissing, second base mouth stuff, third base anal, home run tell your friends you're dating somebody. It's just like, that's just like our current genre, like one of those. Yeah, like, I didn't design that one.
It's true. A good swerve is always
like, I want to like adapt like something we know that already exists into like just kind of alter it a little bit. Those are the ones that end up on Amazon, just the subtle changes where you take somebody else's IP or idea and just subtly change it and then make money off of it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's half of TikTok right now, is just like, I saw this video on TikTok. Here's my reaction to it.
Yeah. I know.
20,000 likes. What the fuck?
Yeah. I like when people just in their own Instagram put somebody else's whole video, and then in the text they put credit to. It's like, it's not credit. You can't just put their name in there and then take up 500,000 views. That's ridiculous. How is that possible?
Yep.
But hey, freedom, man. Freedom.
It ain't free. Cost $1.05.
So yeah, do you want me to go first? You want to go first?
I'll go first. I'll go first because I do have a couple ideas. So
Yeah.
I'll go first with one. So mine first one was a t-shirt. Now it could say something simple like just notice always looking for poker friends. So it's kind of a desperate plea.
Ooh.
Or
I like that. I like the concept of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just a t-shirt that says adult seeking buddies for : and then 1 poker, 2 watching sports, 3 video games.
Dude, that's such like if that was in an Instagram ad, you know how those come through when you're scrolling Instagram? Like so many dudes or like the girlfriend be like, honey, you should get this shirt because it's all the things you like and you're always looking for friends. It's like such a lowest common denominator.
If you saw someone wearing that shirt, you know you'd be like, how do I put this? Like, let's say, maybe not in passing, but if he was standing behind you in the grocery line and you saw that shirt, you'd be like, you serious? Like, I would. I probably would. I'd probably go, you serious? All right, man. Yo, here's my number. Let's play some video games. You on PlayStation? No? You want to play some poker or something? Like, I probably would reach out to that shirt and have it be purposeful.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Like, imagine the two guys. At some point, those two guys would meet in public, but it wouldn't be the same t-shirt because, like, you'd make your shirt and then, like, 7 other companies would make their version of it. So it'd be a different font and color.
That's correct.
But then they'd see each other and be like, the shirt. Oh, you got the shirt? Oh, that'd be a match. Plus, it's like, it's definitely I don't know what to get. I don't know what to get Steve for. It's like, I got to get him a Secret Santa. And I know he likes poker. It's like, oh, get him this shirt. It says all the things he doesn't have any friends. It's like, be perfect. It's a good catch-all. You want a good catch-all shirt. You know?
Do.
Something that appeals to the masses.
And right now in 2023, I'm not sure there's a lot of dudes in their 30s or 40s that don't go, yeah, I could use that shirt. I could use that shirt big time.
Yeah. All right. Do you want me to
go for it,
dip in? So ultimately, I decided I wanted to go the route of, something you'd find at Walmart. I want to appeal to all masses. So
that is where you go for all.
Yeah, a colorful, functional shirt that had too much going on, but it was sort of a stupid joke that people would be like, that's so silly. Oh, my God. Like, oh, I get it. You do. You are into that. So I thought, I want to make a shirt, and it would be called, it would say, this is my dessert shirt. It would just have, like, colors on it, like, look like ice cream fell on it. And whatever, so it's like I wear this whenever I dessert because I'm a sloppy dessert eater. So it'd be like whenever I eat dessert, I wear my dessert shirt because you don't notice all the stains on the chocolate that I drop on it, and it's like I just love my dessert, and I just put on my dessert shirt.
It's only great because it rhymes too. Like that's part of it. It's my dessert shirt.
Can I find this thing? Hold on, window. All right.
Did you save it in the subcockles of your computer and you don't know where it is? Oh,
here it is. It says, "This is my dessert shirt."
Okay, well, obviously the first problem is "this is my" is very hard to read.
I know. Hey, this is a prototype. This is the alpha, but
it's also very
the idea.
90s.
It is, but it's got stains on it, and that's the idea. I mean, it's gonna span this. The program that I used was free. It's Canvas Print, whatever.
Okay.
So I had to work within their mainframe, but it will be legible, except for all the ice cream stains. I basically want to make a shirt that just has a bunch of dessert stains on it because people just love saying, "Oh my God, I got my dessert." Hey, Granny, do you get my dessert shirt? Yeah, all the holidays, you get it for somebody that likes donuts. Like, what's your guilty pleasure? Ice cream. It's like, oh, you're so bad, and then you get them that for Christmas.
You could get a shirt that looks like it has white powder on it and call it like your donut shirt. And that that could be a line. That could be like the donut shirt. And it's like, so it's a certain color, but it makes it look like there's confectioner's sugar already on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we can make a whole catalog of this stuff. So that was like ice cream or syrup, whatever. Dessert shirt. We can have a steak shirt, a pizza shirt, all of it. Whatever you're into. whatever you're a sinner about, you can get a shirt for it, basically.
It's true.
And it's non-offensive, so we can capture that Walmart crowd and the Costco crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not funny enough that a lot of people would buy it. It's like, it's not edgy at all.
Nope.
It's not really funny at all.
Nope. Fake funny.
That's perfect for like a
funny.
mass marketed shirt. Yeah. Yeah.
It's cheesy funny.
Yeah.
So you're either buying it because you actually think it's funny, but it also captures the group of wearing it out of irony.
And you're right. The phrase itself, "This is my dessert shirt," is one that somebody walks by and they go, "Oh, that's Stephanie. Stephanie would love this. I don't know if she'll love it, but she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna save it for her. I know Christmas is 8 months away, but we're gonna get her this dessert shirt. She loves cream sticks. We can't get them away from her."
Yep.
Yeah.
And from the creators of Dessert Shirt, you get a nice goofy tie that's someone's pie tie, and it has pie stains on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a whole line of it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think we're onto something here. We might have found.
I don't see how you could possibly say that we're not.
Yeah, this is the last podcast episode because we are in the t-shirt business.
So, I had an idea, but I feel like it's where t-shirts have gone lately, and it's kind of sad because I was thinking of like some of these like 20 years ago, and my brother and I were actually even talking about making like t-shirts years and years ago, like 15 years ago. My brother Dave and I were talking about feasibly making t-shirts and just quoting movies and TV shows, like, and just not needing, I don't think, any intellectual property or rights, because it would just be text on a shirt, but it's text everyone knows. Like, think of any line from Dumb and Dumber, just putting it in boring font on your t-shirt. Like
Seabass said that.
Yeah. Anything. They have the Beatles. They were a major influence on them, or they had the Monkees. They were a major influence on the Beatles. Anything. So I thought of one earlier.
Man, oh, sorry, I just had to throw this in there.
You are one pathetic loser.
People reading that?
Of course. And I thought of one that was just going to be like, it was going to just list in a row. It was going to say the Mirage, the Bellagio, or the Bellagio, the Mirage, and the MGM. Or on the back, maybe put like ... Those are Terry Benedict's casinos, because I'm a big Ocean's 11 fan. But so that was one I was thinking of. I'm like, can I do a Ocean's 11's quote? So, but I'm like, again, I think that's been captured. A lot of like $6 tees and stuff like that. I don't know if the like intellectual properties are not, like, if the copyrights on stuff expired and that's why these companies can do it, or they just do it with no regard for trademarks. But that's kind of already a thing. So the other one I had was, it was going to be a little bit more wordy.
Wait, for some reason I can't get past the idea that you were that much into Ocean's 11 that you would put it on a shirt.
I love Ocean's
11. So it's weird because it's like one of the biggest movies ever, but nobody really talks about it anymore.
No,
you just brought it up.
It's definitely like, I usually go to, because it's a hard question, and I usually just log that. I log that when people say like, what's your favorite movie of all time? I go Ocean's 11.
No kidding.
It's got great writing. It's got a phenomenal cast. It's funny. It's got action. Like, I don't know what it doesn't offer me.
Heist movies are the best. It has great actors. It is very solid, but like nobody ever says that. Nobody ever brings up Ocean's 11 as their favorite or anything. Dude, what a reveal!
What a big reveal.
Yeah.
So the shirt I did go with is more generic, and I don't know if this is funny or not, but I was chuckling as I was making it. But it would say, the hierarchy of greeting nicknames, and it says at the top, under that, it would say tier 1, brother or my man, if that's how I greet you. Tier 2 is bud or pal. Tier 3 is sir or man. Tier 4, your name.
Okay. I like the concept. Yeah. My man.
Because I am a very much, right. I am, and that's me. I'm a verbose person with like.
Wait, can you repeat the tiers again?
Tier 1 is brother or my man.
Brother.
What's up, brother?
My
or
man.
what's up, my man?
Yeah. Ooh, those are good tier ones. I like
so
that.
tier
Best
2
tier.
is bud or pal. What's up, bud?
What's up,
How you
bud?
doing, pal?
Bud, yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's still an endearment. Now tier
Yeah, but
3
it's not
is
a my man.
probably strangers or someone I'm not familiar with. Sir, how you doing, sir? Or man,
Yeah.
what's up, man?
Yeah.
And then tier 4, I'm just using your name.
Yeah.
So there's kind of supposed to be a humor in it that after all of those, I'm just gonna call you by your name.
Dude, it fits along with the home base or the baseball sex
very similar
analogies. Dude, we got a t-shirt business going on here. Look out, folks.
And that's what I think it is. I think our concept of like humor and the world is funny enough. Normal shit is funny because everyone relates to it. And I just don't think a lot of us know that we all relate to it. Like you don't, because it's not something you talk about because there's no reason to talk about it. So like, I think pointing that stuff out, it's easy. You just have to remember that it's when your brain is going through things a mile a minute, you have to remember to slow it down and go, I got to write that down because I bet that's something other people think of. Like that's the hardest part of doing stuff like this is just, you're always coming up with the stuff. I don't think it's hard to come up with stuff. I think it's hard to realize that you're subconsciously coming up with stuff and that you should be writing it down.
Yep. We should have been writing this down the whole time. We're geniuses. We're hilarious geniuses. That's all we need to know. Yep. For next week, I say no 3 words.
Okay.
Let's each bring. I want to do relationship advice again.
So what we're gonna pull up relationship issues on Reddit and give our advice.
Yeah. So I don't know what the Reddit site is. I already have one written down that I brought today. I came prepared. But what's the relationship thing on Reddit? It's like, is it just relationship advice? Reddit.com/ relationship_advice. So bring one and let's solve people's relationship issues. Again, based on our proficiency.
Sure, naturally.
Dude, we got to figure these t-shirts out though, for real. This is definitely a friendship conversation to have that nothing will come from, but friends do talk about making t-shirts and never make them. That's real friends right there.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we got this idea about stuff that we're going to do that we're never going to do. But yeah, that's when you know. I feel like that's like one hurdle of friendship.
If my brother listens to this episode, he's gonna tell me. He's gonna be like, "Yo, you really want to get into making t-shirts?"
Yo.
He will. He'll be super psyched.
Hey, somebody do the math on our t-shirts. Yeah. Hey, listen, if you made it this far, tell us which t-shirt you want. We should have a vote for which t-shirt people want.
Yeah.
Dude, should we just bring maybe every like few episodes we bring a new t-shirt idea? You know?
I think every episode someone should have to bring a t-shirt idea and we'll just rotate back and forth. So every 2 weeks you have to come up with a t-shirt. Every episode, you got to come with something.
All right. What do you want? Do you want next?
Sure. I'll take the reins.
I think we should so we can keep pushing your hobby. I want you to get legs on this hobby.
Okay.
That will probably become a multi-million-dollar business.
Okay.
The market's not saturated enough with silly t-shirts.
Which then will become my job, which then I'll resent it and I'll need a new hobby. So my hobby after that will be insurance.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to plan it out. I just want to know what's out of me.
Well, wow, what a turning point in our lives.
30, 40 minute mark?
We
close?
Yeah, we're there.
Nice.
We make t-shirts now and we drink. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm. We are forced into one.
Life is good.
Life is very, very good. I refuse my piece. Oh no!
Oh, it's not playing.
Why did you break it?
On the music playing? Might I have to add it in post? What's going on?
Ooh, edit in post. That's so smart sounding. Gotta edit that.
We've done it before. All right. We're gonna add it in post, and Everybody, well, see you big gulps later. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
It's an A.